I really feel like Columbia, everybody came together and everybody wanted to help, and everybody was sharing everyone's posts, and everyone was, trying to let others know, like, this business is open at this time and this business is open at this time. While it would have been a good opportunity for many people to, save money on not eating out, it was almost like people were more inclined to go, grab a coffee from this place if they were still open, or go grab a smoothie from this place, or go, wherever. So it was just, the best part was just seeing everybody come together and work together and just really, really want to help each other out. My name is Brett Glover, and I own Glover's Secondhand in the Columbia Arts Building. It's a vintage store. Not everything in here is vintage. We are not a thrift store, although some things in here are pretty thrifty. But we're a vintage. I actually kind of joke around and say we're like the Ross and TJ Maxx of vintage stores, because we're not crazy expensive, but we're not super cheap either. So it was hard not to be here around people. I believe that that's part of, just the shopping experience. Like, I'm not totally against online shopping. I know that sometimes you have to do it, but I really, really believe, and I'm old school, obviously it's vintage, but I think it's in the experience of coming and touching the item and talking to the person that's working here, even if it's not me. It's about connection, and so it's kind of like half my business was just gone all of a sudden. And I don't mean money, I mean like half of my purpose was gone. So that was the most difficult part, just not being around people and not being able to connect, and not just for me, but for them too, because I feel like our customers are my family, really, because there are so many people that come in every week and just talk and kind of talk to me about how their week has gone. I kind of feel like a bartender sometimes, but there's no alcohol in here. So not that I know of, but so that was the hardest part. Yeah, just missing out on that connection, and not being here for, the customers that probably did want to come, and then I just, couldn't. While I love super busy days, I also really enjoy the one-on-one interaction. So just come. It doesn't matter, Friday, Saturday. I people joke around because I usually put, when I'm posting our store hours, I say 6-ish or 3-ish, and I do that because if somebody's here, I'm not kicking you out, so that's a big part of it. So don't feel bad if you're coming, right as I open the door, or, right when you think I'm closing. So just come. Even if you don't buy something, really, I know it's a business and I'm kind of supposed to make money, but just come and hang out, and yeah, that's it. Just really seeing the entire community come out, and, really, I guess the whole world was kind of like on the same page, maybe not on the same page, but like still we were all reading the same book, and even though we had different reactions to whatever we were reading, I think if it were just me, while I definitely would have missed the connection from the people regardless, I had other people I had to think about, and while many of them would have understood and said, this is totally fine, it's whatever, we've paid rent, but I understand we won't make our money, but I feel like it's my responsibility to do what I can for them, and so having the Facebook auctions, I think, worked out for, a lot of people. Some people maybe not, but at least I tried, and I don't, I can only do so much, but I felt a sense of responsibility to, because this is not just mine, this is all of ours.
My name is Ellie McCarthy, and I am a local artist. I sell myself here at Glover's Secondhand. I mostly do watercolors, but I also do like pen and ink and that type of thing. I love having a place to just like sell my things and just like explore the options of selling my own things and just having a small part in a business. It's really fun.
I'm Stephanie Henley. I own and operate Henley Botanicals in Hampshire, Tennessee. And it is a small farm, and one of the things I specialize in is small batch botanical-based skincare and products like that. If Brett had decided to close, I would have completely supported him on that. But being a small business owner, I know it's hard, and when you have other business owners kind of interconnected and interdependent on you, so I think he handled it beautifully and really created a lot of connection with the community and getting not just his business out, but all of us. He really did a great job with that.
Taking the things that we learned during this time and continuing to do them and mixing them in with the things that we were already doing. Like the Facebook auctions, we're probably going to try and do one a month at least, the $5 clothing sales that I was doing, I'll probably do those because people really liked it, so without this, we wouldn't have done those things probably. But I think it's a good idea to just kind of mix, the things that we've learned. And I think there's a lot of people and businesses that have learned, or been reminded to keep your store cleaner, which is kind of something we forget about. I come in and I start looking for stuff to do, but clean it. that's pretty important. So it's taught us new things, but then also helped us to get back to the basics, I think, too. Everyone has come through, even like I said, if we don't agree on how to go about doing different things, I just feel like I feel just like this mega support that while we felt support before, when it was really, could have been a dark hour, everybody came through and brought light. And so, yeah, just thank you.